have a fancy table in front of us. First time all morning. Listen, the port of Hamilton is the largest port in Ontario, contributing to almost $6 billion in economic activity and 38,000 jobs in Ontario, and it is continuing to grow. Great to have back with us Jeremy Dunn, who's the VP of Operations here at SOPA. Good to see you again, Jeremy. And we have Sue Rimac, who's the business development consultant for the city of Hamilton. So this is key for Hamilton.
Absolutely. A lot of economic impact. You mentioned we are the busiest port in Ontario. The port in itself has over 130 tenants here. 2,000 direct jobs, but it is a multimodal port, and so it offers options for businesses not just here at the port, but for businesses outside of the port. So when we have a company like Logistec right here, who've been in business 70 years, they are the gold standard. But it doesn't start and stop with them. They reach out to businesses within Hamilton, such as RIMS Transport, Transport Corp. They opened 1 million square feet of warehouse space to help with the services here. In the Stoney Creek Business Park, you have Joseph Haulage. They have over 350 employees, expanded services so they can help with what's going on in the port. And a new expansion, 300,000 square foot facility, J.D. Smith & Sons. They also offer services specific to the port. So all of the activity here really helps attract these businesses.
Jeremy, what does multimodal port mean?
Multimodal port means obviously we have the marine side of the business. That's very important to us, moving 10 million tons of goods a year through the port, in and out. About 4 million tons leave the port, 6 million comes in. But the multimodal piece, which delivers that optionality, means great road transportation networks, great rail connectivity, and companies need that. And you saw it during COVID, you know, we need that optionality, that supply chain resilience, that you can move goods across modes. You know, if one shuts down, let's say there's a rail strike or something like that, you need that optionality with the road networks and the marine networks to be able to have backup plans and to have other ways for companies to reach the market.
But even we were talking about green initiatives before too. What marine does when it comes to the green compared to, let's say, putting them in trucks.
Absolutely, yeah. Greening the supply chain is a big part of what we do here. And if you think about it, you know, one ship takes about 1,000 trucks off the road. That's really important to what we're doing, and it's helping us help Canadian companies make that difference in the supply chain.
Okay, what do we have in front of us here, Jeremy?
So we have some grain products. Again, about 70% of the grain that's grown in Ontario leaves through the Port of Hamilton, over 3 million tons a year. We have some soybeans here, we have some corn and wheat. We also have sugar, which comes in quantities that supports the agri-food sector in Ontario. We export a lot of finished food through Ontario. And then we have the wheat flour and other flours here that are milled on site here in the Port of Hamilton at Parrish and Heimbecker.
So building a resilient supply chain, I guess, is essential for Hamilton?
Oh, absolutely. So when you have, and we're just talking about some of these products, the investment that comes through, there's a reason why companies like Sucrocan, who's investing $100 million
talk to them earlier
in a facility here. Hamilton will be home to Canada's largest sugar refinery. And when they are making that product here, it is a supply chain effect, so that they also need to have an opportunity to be able to not just supply businesses within Hamilton, but supply businesses, their product will go international. It helps provincially, it helps federally, but it also helps the international market.
When it comes to international, the Port of Hamilton, what does it mean to people, Jeremy?
I think it's critical. I mean, it's critical. This is the industrial heartland of Ontario and probably Canada. And so the ability to hit those world markets through the port is critical for businesses to know that they can use our services to get there. You look at what's going on behind us. These are transformers manufactured here in Hamilton that are going on a barge and hitting other markets. Other companies like Hooper Welding are doing the same thing, building these huge vessels that can't be transported by rail or road, and they have to have that marine optionality.
Okay. Relationship between HOPA and the city, crucial.
Is absolutely critical. We are very fortunate to have a partner like HOPA. We work hand in hand collectively. We have a sector that we specialize in, the food and ag sector, and we can see a lot of investment has come our way with the food sector. and it wouldn't be possible without the help of the port and the services here at the port.
Sue Mac from the City of Hamilton and Jeremy from Mahopa. You see this gift basket right here, this fancy little gift basket from Mahopa. We're going to give you at home, our viewers, an opportunity to win all the delicious treats that are in this gift basket coming up starting tomorrow on the show. So when we're back in the studio, we'll give you some details on how you can win that.